All right, it's an international edition of Knuckleheads today.
Let's hear
because
it.
there's Knuckleheads around the world.
Okay.
Tourists are continuing to disrespect Rome's iconic monuments as one woman was caught on video walking across the Trevi Fountain. Why? To fill her water bottle. You know, everybody's got these aluminum reusable water bottles now these days. Yeah, right there in the Trevi Fountain.
Oh.
The clueless visitor seen climbing across rocks to reach the center of the 18th century fountain to use a spout to fill the water bottle before a guard blows his whistle and confronts her. There were signs all over saying that's not allowed, a witness said. It was just like, wow, this is crazy. So I started videoing it. The woman, who wasn't identified, didn't seem to understand her faux pas or why she was in trouble. The Trevi Fountain, if you didn't know, was designed by Niccolo Salvi and completed by Giuseppe Panini in 1762 as the largest Baroque fountain in Rome and one of the most famous fountains in the world. It's one of those places you have to go get your picture taken.
Well, you said that there were signs everywhere. In her
Yeah.
defense, maybe she couldn't read them.
Yeah,
I'm just
clearly. Or she was just thirsty.
could be.
Your husband's a lineman.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, maybe he's heard of this happening before. I don't know. You have to ask him later.
Okay.
A neighborhood in Australia was recently plunged into darkness when someone tried to staple an advertisement onto a power pole. Power suddenly went out for people in a section of Brisbane. Even though there was no severe weather at the time, crews investigated the source of the outage and were led to a power pole where they found a scorched advertising sign for a local business lying next to a burnt staple gun. The culprit had fled the scene,
Oh, no.
and officials were led to the power pole where they found it. The company said, "We have no idea what the state of the person who tried to post the sign was in because they fled the scene, but their actions could have been fatal or at least lead to severe burns. Investigating the crime shouldn't be hard because the signs company's name and phone number were right there on the flyer. They're looking at a hefty fine. Just look for the guy who has the hair like a troll,
Oh my gosh.
probably a charred face."
Poor thing.
Yeah, those are your Knuckleheads. Brought to you by Train Heating and Cooling. It's hard to stop a train.
And a knucklehead.
Yeah. All right. You can find those stories wherever you get social media. Just look for Mel and Scott in the morning.